All right. As I said, we will be starting with the digestive asanas, focusing on strengthening the digestive system. Let us begin our centering also in a lying down position today in Shavasana. Lie down on your back, keeping your feet apart, hands apart, and just let go of the body. Internally, move your attention to the toes and feet, your ankles, relaxing each part as you move up the shins and the calf muscles, the knees, the muscles behind the knees, your thighs, buttocks and hip joints, keeping your attention on the lower part of the body, waist down. Relax all the muscles, letting go of the buttocks and legs. Move your attention to the lower back, middle back, upper back. Move to the belly, relaxing all the muscles of the abdomen. Chest relaxed. Move to the shoulders, upper arms, elbows, the forearms, the wrists, palms and fingers. Now keeping your attention on all parts in the central part of your body, the torso and the arms. Relax and let go. Moving to the neck on the front and back, the back of the head, top of the head, and all the face muscles. Staying aware of the neck and the head. Relax and let go onto the mat. Coming to a state of inner stability and ease. Now, as the body lies still and relaxed, become aware of your breathing. See if you're keeping the chest open, the belly soft and relaxed, the shoulders relaxed, so that your lungs can open up and expand in all the directions. Upward, downward, and to the front. We are starting our centering lying down in Shavasana. So allow the breathing also to relax and become effortless. And notice as you stay relaxed, the breathing happens smooth and effortless, flowing deep, without any interference, without any resistance. Enjoying that free breathing, the relaxed state of the body. Now let us chant, make 3 rounds of a humming sound every time we exhale. So as you lie down, continuing with the same breathing pattern, you breathe out, you make a gentle humming sound like that of a buzzing bee. So let's begin. Keep the body relaxed, and when you're breathing out and humming, feel that every muscle in the body is relaxing a little more. So take a nice relaxed breath in. Any kind of chanting relaxes, settles the mind also down a bit. And now you can gently open your eyes. Bring your feet a little closer. Today our practice will be supine, lying down on your back. So bend your knees. Let's focus on engaging the core muscles, because in many of the practices, it helps to engage the core muscles, especially in the belly region. So for this, what you do, keep your feet slightly apart, allow your knees to fall towards each other. And now come to your breathing, relaxing the belly. Allow the breath to flow all the way to the belly. And as you breathe out, gently, intentionally pull the belly button down and inward and upward towards the spine. Notice what muscles are getting engaged. So when you breathe in, relax the abdominal muscles. You can even place your palm on the belly to feel that. And when you breathe out, gently keep pulling the belly button inward, upward. Notice how when you do that, sometimes even the pelvic floor, the muscles around your private parts, the anus start getting pulled in also. So this is a good engagement for the core and for the pelvic floor, especially when we are doing asanas, where you tend to put a downward pressure or strain. So by engaging the muscles, by gently holding them inward, upward, you will make sure you're not causing a weakness in the pelvic floor, and especially avoiding hernias or any kind of strain on the lower abdomen and pelvic floor. So whenever you have to lift the legs up, try to engage your core and pelvic floor like this and then lift. You will cause less damage to your body. Now stretch your legs out and let's get started with the rest of the practice. Your hands are by the side of the body now. As you breathe in, raise your hands up and point your toes to the front of the room. Stretch your fingers to the back of the room. Breathing out, bring the hands down, pull the toes in towards the body. 2 more rounds. Breathing in, getting a full body stretch. Breathing out, hands coming back, toes being pulled in. Pull the feet in. 1 last round. And this time we'll go into a low boat pose. So what we do, take a breath in here. As you breathe out, start engaging the core and the pelvic floor, pulling the belly button in. See if you can hold the muscles like that. Lift your head a few inches off. Lift your feet a few inches off. Point your fingers towards the toes. Just hovering there. Trying to stay mentally relaxed. You can pull your toes in also. For 3, 2, and 1. That energizes the whole body. Every muscle is used. Come back to the mat and relax. Notice how every muscle in the body is feeling. And now we'll move to a few asanas which tone the legs as well as the reproductive digestive organs. So if you have a weak back, for these practices, you can tuck your fingers underneath your buttocks. So the strain is not passed on to the lower back. Otherwise, place your palms down on the mat and let's do the leg lifts first. So again, every time you lift, you can gently pull the belly button in, lift the leg up. So we go with single leg lift, 5 rounds on the right side. As you breathe out, you can lift the leg, breathe in, come back. Now, if you want, you can even try breathing in when you lift the leg. Breathing out, keep pulling the belly button inward as you lower the leg. Whichever movement with the breath is fine. So continue mindfully. Stay relaxed with the breathing. Stay light in that leg for 5 rounds. And 5. bring the leg back. Take a few seconds to come back to that state of inner stability. And this time we move to the left leg, 5 rounds, staying light and easy. Doesn't matter whether you're breathing in or out when you lift the leg and when you take it back. Just do it mindfully, moving the leg at the same pace as you're breathing. Staying light and easy. Finish 5 rounds. And then you can rest for a few seconds just to notice the difference. See what muscles were getting used, what muscles are starting to get worked on. Find your stability. And if any of these feel intense with the legs stretched, you can keep the knee slightly bent. We move to the leg rotation, Pada Chakrasana. So here we raise your leg around 45 degrees. Now make a nice big circle as if you're drawing a huge circle with the toes. So we go 5 rounds. So you can breathe in for half the circle, breathe out for the other half. Stay light and easy. Again, if your back starts to feel strained, tuck your fingers underneath your buttocks. And if it's difficult to keep the legs straight, feel free to keep the knees slightly bent. Once you're done with 5 rounds, let's go in the opposite direction. A lot of toning happening of the leg muscles, the thighs. It even helps reduce the inner thighs, making your legs nice and strong while also working on the pelvic region, the abdominal region. Try to stay as relaxed. Sometimes when it's too intense, we tend to make the circles faster. So see if you can go slow. Even if it's smaller circles, doesn't matter. Do it mindfully. No rush, being mentally okay with what you're doing. And once you finish 5 circles, bring the leg down. Notice every muscle that was activated now. You can just keep your attention on those muscles which were stretched or held actively. As you breathe out, feel that the muscles are relaxing. Coming back to that inner stability, this time we move to the left leg. Raise it 45 degrees, making nice big circles. 5 rounds. If you feel 3 is good for you and it's feeling too intense, you can do 3 and stop. But make sure in the effort to do it, you're not putting that downward pressure. So avoid that. And once you're done, you can go in the reverse direction for 5 rounds. Stay light in that leg. Feel that the leg is as light as a feather. What we think about the body also makes a big difference. Each one of us has a different pace of breathing. So go at your own pace to finish the 5 rounds. And once you're done, you can relax. Notice what is happening throughout the body. Observe all the sensations. And coming back to your breathing, allow the breathing to relax the body. One more movement with the legs moving freely in the air. So this time bend your knees. Interlock your fingers behind the head. We will do the Pada Sanchalanasana, which is like pedaling or cycling. So you bring your knees to the chest. Okay. While you stretch one leg out, bring the other knee closer to the chest. So you can either move with your breath here, which is going to be a lot more intense for the legs because you have to go very slow. Otherwise, keep your breathing relaxed and move the legs a little faster. Either version is okay. If you want to go slow, you breathe in as you stretch one leg. Breathe out as you stretch the other leg. Notice the work happening. If this itself is feeling intense, stay with this for a few more rounds. If you can, otherwise now, every time you bring the knee close, lift the opposite elbow also to bring it close. So this works a little bit on the upper abdominal muscles as well. Now try to stay relaxed with your breathing. Give your body some challenge, but don't push it too hard. See how long you can go. When you think it's too intense, you can stop. If not, we'll just go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now place your feet back on the mat, release your hands. Stretch your legs, take a few moments. Whenever you remember, thank your body for supporting you in whatever you're doing. Notice where you feel the intensity from the practice. Allow those areas to relax. With every exhalation, allowing the muscles to settle down. Now we'll do a Pawanamuktasana, a wind relieving pose. So lift your right leg up around 45 degrees, bend the knee, and gently start pulling the knee to the chest. You can either hold below the knee on the shin, interlocking your fingers, or on the thigh, depending on how flexible your knee joint is. Now make sure your back, your shoulders are all relaxed. The left leg gently stretched out. And slowly, gently pulling the thigh to press onto the belly. This is especially helpful to release constipation, to push out any waste gases, to reduce the feeling of gassiness or bloating. Check if you're staying relaxed with your breath. And now you can gently lift your head, bring it towards the knee. Continue breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly take your head back to the mat. Stretch the leg out. We do the same with the other leg. Bend the left leg. Bring it to the chest. Making sure your back is flat, your shoulders relaxed. Keep pulling the thigh to press into the belly. This area on the sides is where the large intestines are. So you're applying some pressure there. Try to relax the buttocks and hips. The other leg stretched out nicely on the mat. And now gently lift your head, bringing it towards the knee. Keep breathing. Stay light and easy in the whole body. 3, 2, and 1. Place your head back, place the foot back, stretching it out. Now let's bend both the knees, bringing them to the chest. The complete Pawanamuktasana. So you just place your palms below the knees, roll a little side to side on your back to make sure the back muscles are not compressed, pinched anywhere. And coming back to the center, again, gently pull both the thighs to the belly. We are applying some abdominal pressure here, which also tones all the digestive muscles. And if you are comfortable, lift your head to bring it between the knees. If not, you can stay with your head on the mat. 3, keep breathing. 2, and 1. Lying back. Keep your legs as they are, where they are. Interlock your fingers behind the head. Today we'll do a dynamic supine twist first, Jatara Parivartanasana, which is as you breathe out, drop your knees to the left. Breathing in, bring them back to the center and drop them to the other side as you breathe out. So we'll just go for 3 rounds, releasing any tension in the lower back, the buttocks. You're moving with your breath, slow and smooth breathing and body movement. Make sure you finish 3 rounds on both sides. And coming back to the center now, keep your legs where they are on the chest. Open your arms out at shoulder level on the floor, palms facing down. Now stretch the left leg out. Keep the right leg bent. Let's do the twist where we hold for some time. Use your left palm to hold the right knee and gently pull it onto the floor to the left side. So get your foot down. Even if your knee doesn't come down all the way, that's fine. And if you can, turn your head. Lift your head gently to look in the opposite direction and place it down. A deep stretch for the whole of the back. Releasing tension in the buttocks. Make sure you're not clenching any muscles in the legs, in the buttocks, in the shoulders, arms, and your face. Staying here. Allow your breathing to release any tightness, knots, tension through the whole body. Enjoying the twist. Just feel that every time you breathe out, you are letting go of your muscles to the floor. Staying here for 4, 3. Notice how your body takes you deeper if you stop resisting, if you stop clenching and holding back. And slowly bring your head back to the center, your leg back to the center. Just hug that knee gently and stretch it out. Bring the other leg up now, bringing the knee to the chest, gently pulling it in. And this time, open your arms out. Use the right palm to pull the left knee to the floor on the opposite side. As you breathe out, let the foot rest on the floor and how much ever the knee goes close to the floor. It's okay. Don't worry about the knee touching the floor or if this opposite shoulder is raising off the mat. Take a few seconds to adjust here. If you're comfortable, gently you can lift your head a little, look in the opposite direction, place your head down. Keep your eyes closed and let go into the stretches. Check all of your body to make sure you're not clenching, tightening. Allow yourself to get the benefits of this pose by letting go. Notice what is happening as you breathe in and out. Notice what muscles are moving. Stay here relaxed for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring your head back first to the center. Bring the leg back. Gently hug the leg and stretch it out. Now time for a few minutes of Shavasana. So we'll do the low boat pose again, but this time clenching, tightening every muscle in the body. So what you do, gently lift your head and shoulders, pointing your fingers to the toes. And if you're comfortable, lift the legs also. Otherwise, you can keep the legs down. Now clench your fist, clench your toes, clench your face muscles. Tighten the whole body, making it like a tight ball. Tighten, keep breathing, but tighten all the muscles. And let go into Shavasana. Allow the hands to come a little apart from the body, feet apart. Let go of the head. The tense and release technique helps to release and let go of all the muscles in the body. Become aware or stay aware of every muscle in the body. Taking a nice breath in, feel that ripple effect. Your lungs are expanding, and that is allowing all the muscles in the body to expand if you keep it loose and relaxed. As you breathe out, allow all the muscles to let go, settle down, allowing the body to feel a little heavier on the mat, on the floor. Now come to that inner silence. As the body relaxes, as the healing begins in Shavasana, try to stay with that inner silence, inner spaciousness. And just observe your breathing. There is no resistance in the body in the form of clenching, tightening anywhere. Your lungs are free to expand downward, upward, towards the head, towards the neck, and also outward, towards the ceiling or towards the sky. Your belly soft. The lungs are able to expand downward. The chest open. The lungs are finding it easy to expand to the front. The shoulders relax. The top part of your lungs are able to expand upward. Enjoy the full breathing, letting go a little more with each exhalation. We'll take a few more seconds here, constantly with the inner silence, constantly aware of the breathing. The state of inner silence and ease is always there. We are just not aware of it. At the end of all our practices, in Shavasana is where it's easiest to access that. So trying to stay with that inner relaxation, inner silence, we'll slowly come out of Shavasana. So start moving your fingers and toes, palms and feet, gently moving the legs, the muscles in the arms. Bring your feet together. Take your hands overhead. Give yourself a gentle full body stretch. And bending your left leg, you can turn to your right. And slowly, with your eyes closed, come up to a seated position. Sitting back in any posture that's comfortable for you. Adjust your posture. Keep your eyes closed. Place your palms on your knees, palms facing upward. You can gently touch the forefinger and thumb at the tips. Keep the other three fingers open, light and easy. Make sure the back is straight, your shoulders open. We keep adjusting our posture to make sure that the breathing is free. And now mentally start counting the number of seconds you're taking to breathe in and the number of seconds to breathe out. So when you breathe in your mind, you start counting 1, 2, 3. See how long your inhalation is, how long your exhalation. Now see if you can make both of them equal. Samavritti pranayama, equal activity of your inhalations, exhalations. That brings you to a state of inner harmony, balance, stability in the body, breathing, and mind. So keep counting with every breath, trying to make it even. And if it's happening smooth and comfortably, just feel a little more open to the breathing and see if you can extend both by 1 or 2 seconds. No force. The more you relax, the deeper your breath flows, the longer it flows in and out. Now let's add an internal retention of the breath, antar kumbhaka. So after you breathe in, just pause the breathing. You can mentally count through that as well. Doesn't matter how long it is. And before the body starts fighting, struggling, gently start breathing out. And then take a breath in. Now as you practice the hold, see how that feels. When we hold or pause the breath, the mental activity pauses too for some time. That state of nothingness, where the breathing pauses, mental activity pauses, is where we can access our true self, the consciousness that is within us, around us, the same everywhere. So enjoy those pauses even if it's short. Last 2 rounds. Relaxed breathing. While you are with the breath, take a little of your attention to the body also, to make sure you're not clenching, tightening any part. Staying open to the breathing. Enjoying the inner silence when you pause the breath and even as you continue breathing. We are learning how to stay connected with that silence despite everything we do in our day-to-day activities. And now you can stop the mental counting, stop the pausing of the breath, come back to your natural breathing. Take a few moments to thank your body and mind for supporting you in today's practice. Bring your palms together with gratitude and love in our hearts. Let us wish well for all beings, including ourselves, with the closing prayer. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. So take a nice breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Feel free to take a bow and come back. And rubbing your palms, bringing that healing energy between them. Take it to your eyes, cupping your eyes with the center of your palms. You can move that energy to the top of your head, the neck, shoulders, the whole body once. And cupping your face, gently blink your eyes open. Thank you very much. Take care and see you soon.